It's National Sneak Some Zucchini Onto Your Neighbor's Porch Day, or National Zucchini Day for short. Brittany Bailey shows us what to do with all of that extra produce in this week's Brittany's Bites.
Well, today we are celebrating a holiday we celebrate every year, right? National Leave Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day. Have you heard of that? I had not. Okay, so probably we don't celebrate this every year, but we're going to this year. It's also just known as National Zucchini Day. So of course I was gonna make a zucchini recipe today. This one is easy and healthy, and it may just get your kiddos to eat their zucchini and eat their veggies. So many of us, whether it be our own gardens or neighbors, have an overabundance of zucchini during the summer months. So this is what you can do with them. I just have 4 zucchini here that I have quartered up. So I have one last one here. I just chopped off the ends, and then I'm just gonna again cut it into 4ths. So just cut it in half and then cut the halves into half, right? So that we've got 4 sections in each zucchini. Okay, so we've got them all good to go, looking great. Now over here I have just a baking sheet, and then I have a cooling pan right on top of it, so that we want to put the zucchini on top of that, and then when it's in the oven, the warm air will get all the way around and really cook it and get it a little bit crisp. And I've heavily sprayed that because we don't want our zucchini sticking. Meanwhile, the oven behind me is preheating to 350 degrees. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them on here like this. And then we're gonna make a little topping, drizzle them with olive oil, and pop them in the oven. It's really that easy. So this is a great, simple, easy recipe as well. You know, if you have zucchini left over, you can also saute it in some butter and some spices. That's always super yummy. And I gotta squeeze these in. They're getting crowded. So we've got them all there. Now we are going to stick this back here and drizzle it with olive oil. Just got some here. And you can brush it on if you want, but I'm just going to drizzle, 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 drizzle. Okay, got a lot on there. Then we're gonna make our topping. Super duper easy. We all have these little grated Parmesan canisters in our fridge, right? Mine happens to be vegetarian Parm. Use whatever you have. You're gonna get a half a cup of that, roughly. All right, and then we're gonna add some spices to it. Really, you can just have, if you have Italian seasoning, just do that, or you can do a mixture of spices like I have, about a half teaspoon of each. So I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of thyme. Then I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of oregano. This one's a new one. Got that. And then a half teaspoon of basil. And then I'm gonna cut it down a little bit with the garlic powder and do just a 1/4 teaspoon of that. And then some salt and pepper. All right, almost done here. This is how easy it is. You basically just mix up some spices and pour them on top of your zucchini and you're good to go. Really like fresh cracked pepper. I'm gonna get a lot of that in there. And then of course the salt. Then I'm just gonna mix it up. Oh, it smells so good, by the way. All right. Now I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. And you wanna get lots of this on every single little spear of zucchini. All right, and of course, that olive oil will make it stick really nicely. Almost got it all covered. And again, we have the oven going at 350 behind me. We're gonna pop it in there for just 15 minutes. It comes together so quickly, but here's the key. After you bake it for 15 minutes, you wanna then turn your oven up to broil and broil 2 to 3 minutes. And you, of course, want to watch it very closely because it can quickly go from getting brown to getting burned. So you wanna keep an eye on it. All right, we've got all sprinkled on top this Parmesan cheese mixture. Looks great, smells great. Pop it in the oven for 15 minutes, then unbroil, and then we're gonna see how it all turns out. Okay, here we have the baked Parmesan zucchini just out of the oven. I did let it cool for just a minute on top of the stove there because remember, we baked it for 15 minutes and then we put it on the broil for 2 to 3 minutes. And you can see that it's nice and golden brown on top, looking really, really nice. Let's just put a couple on a plate and that's all there is to it. You can see they have hardened up a little bit, so they're a little bit crispy. That's exactly how we want them. And you can serve them just like this because, again, you've got all the cheese and spices on it. Or I know some of the kiddos might like it with ranch, or you can make an aioli. Just mix some Dijon mustard, some mayo together, and some spices, maybe a dash of red wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper. That would be great to dip in it as well. But how easy is this for all of those leftover zucchini? Or if you wake up in the morning and you see that your neighbor has left some on your porch. Happy Zucchini Day, everyone. Cheers.
Truly one of my favorite segments every week. If you have a recipe to share or an idea for a future segment, you can text us at 614-460-3345 or just find Brittany on social media. She's always looking for those ideas.